Hello, hello. I am not pausing the music because it needs to be on because we're going to be talking about stuff. Blues, moonware, liquors, everyone. Hi, hello, happy Thursday. I'm in a good mood today, even though I'm ill prepared. And I 100% forgot to turn on both me and Sammy, so bear with me. You're gonna hear them old Windows noises happen. So enjoy the Dynamite Heady in the meantime. He's showing up immediately. I wish to alarm everyone. Public service announcement. The world's greatest friendship ender video game is free to own this weekend. Dokapon? Nah. Mario Party? Nah. It's fucking 100% orange juice. Oh my god. So there's your nuclear friend ending option, if you so desire it. Yippee! Oh no! But yippee! I actually really fucking love 100% orange juice, so, you know. I'm willing to chill. Yeah, I bet. Yo, that's valid. That is valid. So, today is the Lightgun portion of Saturn, and anyone who knows Saturn well enough or saw what I posted on Twitter, knows what's coming. Whoop, nope, not display capture. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a little ill prepared today. I apologize for that. My wife took today and yesterday off. I wanted to spend some time with her this morning because she's going off to see her dad, who's home from the hospital. Yippee! This is a very good thing. So, I'm gonna have the huge flashing lights warning on because I need to try to reset up the filter. I'll get into it, but Saturn, much like its emulation status, was incredibly silly to set up. Uh, unlike PlayStation, there is no real good way to set up for light guns. Emulation in general, yeah, pretty finicky, because your only really good options is suffering through RetroArch or using a Metafen with the Metanaf front end. But anyways, it's let me pop forward here a little bit. I'm gonna make a note here. The light gun count actually inaccurate. I'll get into that, but here's the Saturn light gun games in order here. We've got Ken Stern creator. Now I'm gonna break the order like I normally do because I usually play them in release order. But I know, but the main event's gonna be Death Crimson, and it's gonna feel real weird playing that in the middle of everything. Especially since the first game, frankly, is not nearly as entertaining as Death Crimson. So I'll start with Death Crimson today. But yeah. So, we've got a weird setup. Corpse Killer is a forward port that, might actually work instead of the Sega CD version. Which is funny that Corpse Killer, just because of the FMB, still requires 2 discs. I don't think I'm going to get to disc 2 in the grand scheme of things, but who knows? We might. Let me take a quick drink of water. But yeah, Chaos Control, well, you'll see. Virtual Cop, Sega's original IP. Android Hokkaido Last Judgment is a Sega-funded thing. Don't know who in chat is familiar with the Hokkaido movie. I really like that movie. It's a fun little movie. I'm very big into the anti-hero archetype. And it was a cross-media thing where Sega funded the video game, which is a light gun rail shooter, and the movie itself. Crypt Killer port, Mighty Hits port, Area 51 and Maximum Force port. Yeah, that's to be expected. And then House of the Dead was like really late. It was like one of the last. It is one of the last Saturn games to come out, at least in America. Since by 1998, the Saturn was unfortunately donezo. I made that mention last week, but we got a few originals and a few we're comparing ports here. But only one gun this time because I talked about the Viper during PlayStation 1 thing. But the Saturn had the Stunner, known as the Stunner in North America, and in Japan known as the Virtual Gun. Outside of the Viper third-party gun, this is the one and only official light gun for the Saturn. It would work on every light gun game on the console, which was the advantage of the PS1 have the Just Fire and GunCon duel for the day. So, pretty much, I'm going back here. Everything here, because it was made for Virtual Cop. Me waving my mouse around Virtual Cop like you can see my mouse. You can't, but yeah, considering the Stunner was out like frame 1 for the Saturn, that was like kind of a big advantage for light gunning over the PlayStation. If the Saturn lasted a little bit longer, I think like it would have won out in terms of like the light gun war, even though there was never a light gun war. Now, there is a game missing here. That game is Scud, the Disposable Assassin. Now, when I was researching, I saw that it was listed under light gun games, but sometimes that's a bit of a lie / half-truth, where some games that have light gun support on databases are only like partial support. There was another game on here that I did not include because it was partial support. Kind of like, think like Bayou Billy. I've brought it up before, but like how Bayou Billy is one part driving game, one part belt scroller, one part you use the zapper to shoot the game, or like, and like Die Hard Trilogy is the same way, where like Die Hard 2 is a light gun section compatible with light guns, but the rest of the game isn't. And criteria of this project is games that are fully playable via light gun, not piecemeal. And Scud Disposable Assassin, you know, I've seen that game played a little bit, and it was played on controllers, so it's like, alright, cool. But it said it had light gun support, so I assumed it was kind of like, you know, a piecemeal kind of thing. No, it turns out if you have a light gun plugged into the Saturn when you boot Scud, you get a full light gun mode. So I discovered it when I was on Sega Retro, because Sega Retro said it was there. I'm like, you know what, whatever, I'll give this a try, see what happens. And lo and behold, yeah, it's an actual bespoke light gun mode. So, when I was researching the Stunner off of Sega Retro. So, yeah. Is this song actually coming to an end? Because this is a good point to stop the music. So, there's not a whole lot of information because there wasn't a whole lot of Saturn video gaming. But let me turn this off. So, alright, let's get into what I had to do in order to get the Saturn side of things working. I do not... Okay, I need to go open... Pardon me. And yeah, Mechanical Violator Hokkaider is a very cool name, because the whole thing with Hokkaider is it's, gosh, I forget, like, the other part. I'm gonna go look it up real quick. Sorry, we're gonna live in silence for half a moment. In the meantime, though, let me get a Death Crimson running here. This should pop up. Hopefully. There it is. It's just the Elgato just wants to be constantly on, so. But yeah, we're breaking the norm. We are starting with Death Crimson. Hey Danny, yeah, it's Death Crimson time. But I'll go more into Hokkaider when we get to Hokkaider. But for right now, let me get the Sinden software running so I can actually use the gun. Because what's the point of doing this project on an actual light gun when I'm not using the light gun? Oh god, I only have 72 gigabytes in my... But yeah, I'll play through. Play through in hardcore quotations. Death Crimson first. Oh my god. I'm for everyone's ears and keep this game a little low, but shocking nobody, Japan only release. Alright. This is good to let this play as well, just so we're saying. While this is going. Hold on. This is inscrutable. Oh, okay, because, yeah, I won't game capture. Alright. I mean... Wonderful. Stupendous. Alright. I'm still keeping the flashing lights warning on. I messed around with the filter a little bit. Hopefully, you know, it does the thing, but we'll see. Just prepare your eyes, just in case. Alright, so let's go to stage 1, and just... Here we go. I hope everyone's ready. Alright. We still got flashing, I apologize. I hope you enjoy base-boosted enemy destruction. Somewhat functional hit detection. I also like how Death Crimson saw how Virtual Cop did things and just kind of did it for their own. No, not even a projectile coming out. Just, you didn't shoot fast enough. I just love the base boosted explosions. Like, it's really the best part about this video game. I have a charge. When did that happen? Oh god. I'm so sorry. I'm also already dead. Very low to the ground right now. So, yeah, that's Death Crimson. What's feedback? What's taking hits feedback? Also, it just kicks you right back to, like, the company's splash screen. 10 out of 10 fucking video game. Is this game ass? Yes. Do I fucking love it? Yes. Alright, so let's... Yeah, even the main characters called it Kuso. Alright, I'll run it a little bit longer. Why not? We're having fun here. Also, for the record, yeah, unfortunately the flash filter that I have doesn't seem to be catching it with the Saturn, so... Many apologies. Oh, yeah, I never went into getting this all working. So, the Sinden Wiki has many tutorials on various various emulators you can use to set up the gun to work. Which, by the end of the day, and this matters, the light gun itself is just kind of like a fancy thing where, like, the controller is capturing your mouse. So, you don't need to really go into, like, anything super special. But in order for emulators to play nicely with the border that is required... Oops. Sorry, civilian wearing all white after Arbor Day. Whatever that joke is. Yeah, it's very funny that your only indication that, you take hit is by your character saying shit. Or something else. Either or. But yeah. So, however, when it comes to... Whoopsies. When it comes to the Saturn, on the Sinden Wiki, the only option is RetroArch. Anyone who's been here, watched me, heard me talk about stuff, I do not like RetroArch at all. So, knowing that the light gun itself is just essentially capturing the cursor within, you know, a border determined by the software, I looked at Minenaf, and it's like, alright, Minenaf has light gun support, because it is also imperative that the emulator itself has like an option for light guns. Like, some emulators don't have like bespoke options for, like, say, you know, the Super Scope or the Menacer, that kind of level of stuff. So Minenaf does have support for the Sega Saturn gun, as you can see. However, Minenaf in full screen overrides everything, and I cannot have the Sinden border, including the Sinden border. So the Sinden border will not turn on when Minenaf is in full screen. So what I ended up having to do, which ended up being a lot easier than I thought it would be, was set it up so that there I have window scaling, so that the window itself is scaled within the border. So that's how I managed to get it working on Metanav. And I didn't have to, like, configure RetroArch just for, like, one stream. Because it had, for Dreamcast, Dreamcast has tutorials for Redream, Desumi, Flycast. I have options for Dreamcast. I'm probably going to use Redream, because I already have that set up in my folders, so... Yeah, that's the fun times of getting stuff set up on the Saturn. Not nearly as bad, but... It is also very funny that, So, yes, Redream is actually good, but also, yeah, the fact that, like, the dev is locking, like, like higher resolutions and more save state slots behind like a donation paywall is really bad vibes. Like, it's a solid emulator, but you see the dev doing that, and you're kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this. There was even, like, there was no indication of me getting hit, by the way. I just took a hit. No, like, it is a solid Saturn emulator, it's just... paywalling features is never a good look in emulation. It kind of... I have opinions. Part of me thinks it kind of reeks of ego. Oh, am I not supposed to shoot those weird angel-looking creatures? Is that what's going on here? I suppose so. There's no indication that they're, like... good guys? Quote, civilians, quote-unquote? Because there's many mysterious things about this video game. Also, the armor dudes... oh my gosh. On the record, I know I made that image of, like, damn, this game sucks, but, like, real talk, I think this game is just a lot of fun. Oh, okay, so my charge, I no longer have a charge, was just a screen clear. Got it. We enjoying these tunes? I hope we're... yeah, do not shoot the angelic flying squirrels. You know, this is easier than the first stage. Gotta admit to it. Oh my god, they are flying squirrels, aren't they? There's probably some form of symbolism going on there, but I understand none of it. At least this game gave me a bunch of credits. Maybe I'm only doing as well as I am because the Gundam streams proved I'm a new type. Oh, it fires a little thing that if I hit it, it explodes the screen. Got it. Alright. What a wonderful video game. Oh. I also like how the like, whatever power-up that might be just says hit here. No other indication, just hit here. This is like, I'm shocked at how much easier this level is than the first level. I got through that level pretty soundly, like, comparatively. And I'm back up to 5 continues. Oh, hell yeah, hot jams. Alright, what is the thing I don't shoot? What esoteric creature-shaped thing do I not shoot in this stage? I can shoot those lanterns. I also like how sometimes the enemies just show up and I'm like, ah, nah, we're out, bye. We're done here. Oh no, it's still the squirrels. Okay. Uh-oh. I stared at the evil creature too long and it shot me. Yo, return of the bass-boosted army guys, let's go. Don't worry, my flying squirrel friends. I'll save you? Question mark. That's exactly what's going on. That still reminds me. I'm still kind of sad that like there's a possibility I won't be able to play Spirits of Xeon on stream. I want to like try to figure that out. I don't want to use the Sinden because like the Sinden is like requires some black magic in order to get working on that thing, but damn, it is BS. Oh god. It's instantaneous now. I keep forgetting to see if there's like a function on the in idle function on the Sinden software itself. After this game, I'll take a look. You know, the scary thing is, like, if you had good enough reflexes, this game feels vaguely possible to 1cc compared to something like Revolution X or Terminator 2. Oh, it just didn't want to register up there. Okay. Whoops. There wasn't even anything there to shoot me. It disappeared. Everyone saw that. Alright. You got through that part. Boss time! I have no continues for the boss. I just have to win. Also, you can turn. Good boss music. Sorry about your eyeballs, chat room. No, you're not kicking me in the face. If only I can blind. I like how now I have a life bar. I did see a boss fight or two when El Chirac played this as part of his Kusoge request stream. What's probably helping is that I am, like, kind of slightly cheating out of necessity, so I don't lose window focus, that the pump action on my Sinden is actually, a simulated off, the button in Menonaf that is, like, simulated off-screen shooting. And because this is a mouse device that is capturing my mouse cursor, kind of necessary to have a set up where, like, I don't have to shoot off screen. Yo, correct here, because I'm emulating it. I mean, technically not wrong. I enjoy how the boss has barely any iframes, and I can just constantly shoot him. The one time the barely functional radar actually comes into play here. I did it! He's dead. And I'm not. We really did do a Death Crimson to him, didn't we? So I've cleared stage 1. Whoops, I didn't mean to hit stage 1 again. Tee. That's on me. I forgot I have to pull the trigger to go down and not press the start button. Does the game let me quit? Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna have to take the hits. I'm just gonna have to let them... perfect hydration break. We'll just enjoy the main character shouting Kuso. Also, for those who don't know, this is not going to be the last time we're seeing Death Crimson as part of this project. There are other Death Crimson games. You're gonna see one of them next week when I do Dreamcast. It's gonna be very funny that getting that game over and the fact that the game over kicks me back to... I got a high score and it kicks me back to like the full the equals splash screen here. It doesn't consider the first stage cleared anymore. That's fine. Like, I'll run through stage 2, win or lose, and like if I don't unlock stage 3, I'll do that thing where I'll full play through this at the end of the project. Okay, it does. So we'll do stage 2. And if I win stage 2, I'll play stage 3. Maybe I'll just beat Death Crimson today. How about that? Okay, so it's like stage 2, but we're like at part 4. More of the weird head things. Oh no, weird, whatever they are. Weird whatever the fucks. What's hit detection? Hit detection's a myth. Blue Lavos, yeah. Also, I have no continues. I have to just win. Just be good. Don't shoot the flying squirrels. Just shoot these dudes that materialize. Alright, my gun leveled up. I have a... I assume that's an assault rifle? It kind of looks like a rocket launcher in a way, but it looks like an AR. I'm enjoying this, the whistle in this right now. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Helps to have ammo, I'm just saying. Yeah, all those bullets. There's just stuff spawning off screen, like whatever. Let's go. Well, squirrel friend, how's it going? Vibin'? Yeah, good for you, buddy. Alright, bye. Just dematerialize. Like everything else in this video game. Hi, hello. Little danger close there, squirrel friend, but... You think the devs just really like flying squirrels and wanted to put them in their video game? So I feel like there's just no rules when it comes to Death Crimson. Oh, I gotta continue. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. If I fill up the shoot thing good meter, while I have the upgraded gun, I get a credit. God, they're going so hardcore with this flute, whistle, MIDI flute going on here. Well, I almost accidentally hit Squirrel Friend. Luckily, hit detection on this game is strange and inscrutable. Sometimes I think the times I fail to fire is like fault of the Sinden, and I wonder if like the lights in my living room are affecting it, but I don't think so. I've never checked if there's an update to the software. I should probably do that before next week, but... Alright, I'm at 3 credits. They alleviate the fact that you have no credits by making this stage just turbo long. Anyways, something will pop up. Hello, squirrel friend. Something will appear. Or that's the end of the stage. Let's go. I can live with it. Hey, got another credit. Yo, more hot jams. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The hottest of jams right now. In this canyon. Oh, that's a wonderful noise. That is the sound of a dying, weird, broken texture Technicolor horse. That's exactly what a dying horse sounds like. About time for my ear to be itchy. Oh no, I got. That's you all remember when you had the speak and say whatever, the ones where you like pull the ripcord thing spins around. And when you got to the horse, it was just like the horse says, and then that like awful death noise. Oh man, these bats mean something else. Oh no, scorpions firing their 2D bullets at me. I like how some of the enemies despawn, but the flying squirrels don't. I shot that. Oh no, I shot the bullet and it canceled out my bullet. That's what happened. Hooray! My gun upgraded. Well, that was not useful. Oh, it shoots a bomb. Okay. Right, I need to reload. Oh man, this might be the end of it. I have burned all of my credits on this stage. There's at least like a clear priority system, and like enemies' bullets are like destroyable. I say as I don't destroy that bullet. Damn it. The squirrel got in my way. I think I actually clipped the squirrel before the bat fired, quote unquote. I'll give stage 2 one more run through, and If I fail the clear, I'll call this done and I'll come back to it at a later date. Thank you, E-Cole. There's a plot somewhere in this video game, but I don't know what it is. Let's go through that very long stage 2 again. Stage 4 and stage 2. Just in the jungle. There's more hot gems. You know, if you think about it, there's like a weird balance to this. Because it feels like they're setting you up to try to get as many points and gun meter as possible, so you can have enough credits for the fast-paced inscrutability that is the ancient canyon there, with its bats and hell horses. Shoutouts to them sometimes having death cries. Sometimes. Because, like, the blue Lavos is there, like, required to get, like, all up in your face before they'll fire. Fire in hardcore quotations. Quotations that go for about a mile long. I've got the assault rifle. Sorry about your eyeballs, chat. Not even like I really need to use that, but... looking around for the enemies to spawn in. It's also very funny that, like, outside of certain things, mostly everything here are just 2D sprites. So if you go to a different angle from them, it's like, nope, we're in a 3D world where we see these 2D sprites in all of its 2D glory. Like the bullet in the one thing where we were looking on those 4, like, worm scorpion creatures in stage 5. And we can see Squirrel Friend's two-dimensionalness. Got a credit. You can see the seam on Squirrel Friend. Hit here for a credit. Yippee! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I like how enemies sometimes, like I said it before, it's just very funny. Enemies sometimes just like, nah, I don't want to be here. I'm gonna despawn. Goodbye. They've decided they just want to be in a better game. Why would you want to leave Death Crimson? That's my question. Oh, that was close. Really, this stage is made bearable by the amazing flute going on here. 10 out of 10. Give the sound director a raise. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't there, like, a weird, bespoke arcade Death Crimson with, like, this weird giant alien gun? But it was, like, an insanely limited thing that, in Japan... Like, not something available for, like, home use. Like, almost an arcade version of this game kind of deal. Could have sworn there was. Anyways, we're back to sickly Hellhorse land. Wow, okay. Was not expecting the cowboy to, I'm very glad that either the game or the software decided to, or the gun itself decided to just not work there. Uh-oh. When in doubt, just rapid fire. Uh-oh. Damn it. Okay, yeah, it's Death Crimson OX. That's what we get to see next week. Alright, at least I got a credit for my goal. The end... He wasn't even on screen and I was still able to get the kill. Where we fight the weird scorpions and their 2D bullets. I took a hit. I'm doing better than I did last time at the very least. Damn it. This is pretty much out of credits by this point. Shoutouts to the bat just despawning. I don't have to worry about it. Shoutouts to draw distance and pop in. Oh man, those bats came on hard and heavy. In better shape than it was last time. Right. I don't know if it's the game in the Sinden that's not registering shots sometimes. You can't tell considering how Kisoge this game is. They did finally get the gun upgrade. No, sometimes the game's just like, nah, I'm not gonna register a shot. Because this game functions. TM. This is the end of the stage? We got more. We got more. Uh-oh. Somehow made it through that. Not the Scorpion shooting gallery, but Bat Invasion? Yeah, that's fine. Wasn't quick enough there. Oh man, we still got more. What's transparency? What's not being transparent? This thing is just kind of like floating in midair in the sand dune. We just kind of moved on from the mountain, the area we were in. And this temple is just moving on its own. Free to go in? Okay. I did it! Is it boss time, or do we have a whole nother level we gotta go through? Alright, it's boss time. The giant scorpion. Ow, I took a hit. But this is life bar based when we're at the boss, so it's fine. Can afford to take a few. God, I hope everyone likes bass. The Mega Man character, or, you know, just the sound. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Problem. The thing that I tried to prevent happening happened. This is not a perfect world for Saturn Lightgun emulation. The fish! I like how Giant Scorpion Boss is tougher than Kicking Demon Boss. And it's mostly just because, like, the spawns are just very quick to fire. Fire in quotations. Like, really, it's just playing a game of how much damage can you mitigate while trying to, like, DPS race this boss. Come on, let me turn. Let me turn before I take more damage than I need to. Got him. No fanfare for my victory. I just win. Alright, I've unlocked stage 3. Let's go. I don't even know what the options menu does. I don't even think I'm at a point where I care. Now, if I game over on stage 3, I'm gonna move on, because I got a bunch of other games to play. And I have to worry about the integrity of both my shoulders and my wrist. Because holding a light gun for, extended periods of time does kind of hurt. I am working out, and, like, I am targeting my muscles, so that way there I can, like, light gun for longer, without worry of pain. Hey, at least it starts me out with 1 credit here. Hell yeah, this MIDI, let's go. It's catchy. Not gonna lie. As we go through these magical ruins, I suppose. Uh-oh. Dang it. Yeah, you wobble in place, my dude. Hooray! I got the stupid bomb gun. Where it's like, I have to shoot the bomb itself in order to get the smart bomb property. I suppose it works when it works, so... Uh-oh. What even hit me? Like, that guy got his crosshair hop up, and it was all of a sudden, I just take a hit. Alright, nice, good, shot of the sky. Alright, I wanted that credit. Yeah, floating diamond-shaped object. What's just there? What? My bomb just disappeared! Rude, video game. How so very rude of you. I suppose, though, using the bomb is a little detrimental because it's not filling the gun gauge, and I'm not, like, getting more credit gain potential here, so trade-off on everything. I took 2 hits there. They're, like, no fault of my own. Uh-oh. Did I somehow gain health by shooting that, thing? I could have sworn I was just at 1 diamond, and then I shot the thing, and then all of a sudden, I have health pips again. Well, I got an extra credit, so... Oh, I did get that guy. It's hard to tell if I, like, got the hit or not, because, like, they do persist for a moment, but they don't, like, start fading out or anything. It's just like, alright, you did it. How? How did you hit me? I suppose I shouldn't think about it too hard. It is Death Crimson, after all. Okay. It's a little weird. That's more of the fault of the, software than the Sinden software, than the game/emulator itself. Alright, I beat that. Going into the dank ruins with 3 credits. So I've got that going for me at the very least. Alright, stage 7 of part of stage 3. Yo, jazzy jams as we make our way to the Coliseum. What in the hell are those things? I have several questions. And I feel like I'm gonna get no answers. Well, the horses are a sickly gray now. I still assume those are horses. I also noticed that, like, the weird, like, sphere-shaped things you shoot at in this game. Like the trilobite fossil-looking things in the last stage. The evil eyeballs in the first stage. Fill up your gun gauge pretty quickly. But for whatever reason, that hit just completely drained my gun gauge. So now I have to restart because I didn't get the upgraded gun. Which is going to kill my, credit gaining potential. I shot you! I swear I shot you! Yeah, there's definitely something that's big. I gotta, when I get a moment, experiment with the lighting in my room. Damn it. Give me one moment, actually. I want to experiment with something real quick. So I'm wondering if the lights in my room are just, like, too bright. I know it's shutting it off, and why I'm losing focus. So, give me one moment. I need to finagle a little bit here. See if that helps any. Alright. Back at it at the Krispy Kreme. No, I wanted that credit! No, I think just sometimes the game is like, we're gonna eat a shot on you. I'm wondering if because this is like close to the last level, there is no upgraded gun or something. Alright, that yellow rock does nothing for me. Oh, it's every time I miss? I didn't notice that earlier. Am I going to the boss now, though? Is it boss time? Am I about to win at Death Crimson? Stage 8 with hot jams. No, I suppose it's not boss time just yet. Uh-oh. This is getting dicey. Ancient Aliens guy would have a field day with this video game, let me tell you. The gun meter is acting incredibly inscrutable this time around. Alright, that's a cool flip you just did. Like, it was acting normal, but now that we're in, like, the last stage, the rules of the gun meter just no longer apply. Shooting that does nothing. Oh. Good noise. Did I win? Oh no, I just blacked out real quick to go to the next area of this place. Okay, now my gun has upgraded. This one's new. Okay. I have a wheel laser gun, apparently. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That's a problem. I know I'm not getting any credits, but I have 3, and credits don't matter when you're in the boss arena, and I'm so sorry about this flashing. But if I... Uh-oh. Solution's not going to help there. It needs longer to charge. Pew, 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 pew. Uh-oh. What even hit me? I like how the armor dudes kind of look like they're facing their backs to you, and you're just seeing their butts. Mysterious video game. They also look vaguely like enemies we're gonna see in the Kiter. Oops, I was not quick enough there. Maybe? I don't know. I just need to make it to the boss room. There. Hopefully this is the boss. Maybe this is the last boss of the game. I don't know. We're gonna see. Is that it? The titular Death Crimson? The beast we saw on the cover? So, like, do I have to dodge? Okay, I can blow up the, its shots, but it's very finicky. I'm not winning this DPS race, apparently. Okay, at least I have 2, credits for this. I got that going for me at the very least. Do I need to, like, look up a little bit more? The answer was sorta yes. Oh my gosh. God damn it, happened again. No, no. My Kusoge game setup is pawning me. It's biting me in the butt. There's also... Oh, god damn it. There's also, like, a cooldown to being able to move. And this thing is, like, constantly on the move. And the radar doesn't help. Like, real talk. Well, if I stand here, it can't shoot at me. So I suppose I just wait for it to come to me? Alright, cool. Oh my gosh. I continued and I'm already like really low on health. Oh, you get no health back. When you continue. Game over. Wow, okay. You know, that was fun up until inscrutable final boss. God damn it. Alright. So, that's Death Crimson. Holy shit. That game's inscrutable, but frankly, I love it. Frankly, that was a lot of fun. done. I almost had it, yeah. Just not enough, not enough healing on, continue, unfortunately. As it be sometimes. Alright, so... Quality of Death Crimson. I'm not gonna do a full playthrough, but... Toge Lightgun Flying. We'll see if OX beats out the, Kusoge here, but... Alright, I'm gonna go now in order. I'll play Scud after House of the Dead, because, like, I forget where that slot's in. Real quick, though, I'll bring it... Oh, wait, no, hold on. Let me turn that off. I'll let the Death Crimson opening run through a few times. I need to take a very quick... hello, I'm back. Right, give me one moment, and we will go to Chaos Control, which... kind of inscrutable, because Chaos Control was the one game, it was like another game, that I looked up. It said it had light gun support, and I'm like, alright, is this partial light gun support? Is it a game that I can play in full light gun mode? Why is this in full screen? I do not want full screen. Why is the send-in border working in full screen? Question mark. Why? I have multiple questions going on here. I'm confused. This shouldn't be working like this, but it is. Did all, like, my like, hemming and hawing to, like, get stuff working just kind of, like, move all of a sudden? But this is also weird, because, like, the game is sort of not... This is strange. So, Chaos Control. This is a Europe-only release. The only thing I didn't want to start a game, because the... Hang on, I gotta reset it. The thing here with... Okay, this game... Chaos Control is acting incredibly inscrutable. Much like the game itself. So this is a Europe-only release. From what I could tell, this was on PC first? But this is... I tested this out. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on here, because it's kind of bad. It's like... It's an FMV game, but without, like... the FMV, in a way. You'll see. But I remember I have to... adjust the Virtua Gun. Because it's a little off. Okay, this is just off-kilter in general. Oh, good. Chaos Control, very inscrutable video game. Alright, let's just call that done. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this game, because, like, testing it out, it was pretty kind of...
Stay behind in a defensive position. Be careful, okay? Don't worry, Lieutenant. Okay, to all groups, attention. Let's go! Here we go!
Did you get all that, chat? Might be able to test. So, as you can see, it's kind of like a sort of FMV style game where, like, my lasers are kind of a sprite, but, like, it's on a pre-rendered background kind of deal. And aliens are invading future Earth, and I've got to stop the aliens. Now, you can, like, turn your beam around and everything, but it has a little bit of a charge to it. Oh no, I shot the Statue of Liberty. I'm a fiend. And you got enemies coming in, like, shooting immediately in a way that you cannot react to. So there's just, you know, unreactable damage. and sound effects. I blew up the big ships, though. Weird alien shrimp ship. I beat level 1, I suppose. Maybe? Oh, that's some good water effect. Oh no, never mind. I just wanted to give us a cutscene. It's got that awful arcade style to it where it's like, if you're not an immediate sharpshooter, then you just do poorly at the game. I'm playing until I run out of credits, and then I'm moving on, because this game ain't good. It might be easier if, like, if you're playing on controller, because this isn't, like, a light gun, required video game. It has light gun support. Like, what am I supposed to... This is, like... This is, Terminator 2 slash, Revolution X tier of unavoidable damage. And I'm a fan of neither. Adam, why haven't you played Revolution X on this, Oh, I can't actually see my, heat meter because it's obscured by the, Sinden border. We finally got music. Yay? Like, you can tell that everything is deterministic and pre-rendered, because to denote that I've defeated an enemy, it puts a, like, cloud filter over the enemy, but the enemy doesn't despawn. Like, they wanted to do FMV, but it's like, we don't have to do live action, we could just make models for this video game. It just feels kind of cheap. Dare I say, Death Crimson is a better video game than this. Bold statements here on the Beard Show, I know. Death Crimson was entertaining. This is just kind of like... Man... I'm definitely, like... Cool, that shit, that gyro... Like, I couldn't even see the thing shooting at me. It was, like, blending into the background. There's just random turrets. Things come in immediately shooting. I don't know what's a good guy or, like, an ally or, you know, a bug. Like, if I fire too rapidly, I get punished for it. Like, I suppose on a level clear, I get a health refill, but it's like, damn. Like, that looks so bad. I'm sorry. I'm just, like, turn the corner! Instant damage! CDI, yeah, that's the other thing that it came out for. I was like, I know it came out on something else. But I forgot it's something CD based, obviously. Maybe it's a good thing this never left Europe. You know, when it comes to Kusoge Lightgun games, it's Death Crimson endearing chaos control harassment. At least chaos control, I mean, Death Crimson, yeah, sure. It's inscrutable when things are firing at me and there's no feedback on, like, you know, a projectile. Like, projectiles barely exist in that video game. You just get a danger marker. This is on fucking Steam? Excuse? Pardon? Oh my god. You don't look good. I'm sorry. Did I win? Did I get victory? Nothing makes sense. The fact that it also is, like, technically breaking my emulator screen. What do you mean enemy presence negative? I didn't kill that weird giant robot that was just menacingly swinging its sword at me. God.
I suppose you've read the technical file concerning the new fighter you're about to
Oh.
pilot for the counterattack.
Oh.
Yes, General. I noticed that it uses a new mental control system derived from the one I had the
I'm gonna skip this and just see what my health and credit status is. Okay, gave me an extra credit. Gonna tell you what. This game is farts. I'm hitting the escape key. We're getting the hell out of here. We're gonna live in silence for a moment, chat room. Cause damn. Chaos control. Bad. It's worse than... Let's try that again. It's worse than Death Crimson. You know what I said. Alright. Time for Corpse Killer, which is funny and maybe somewhat ironic, but mostly funny that this is the second time... No, not the second. The third time Corpse Killer is on this channel. The first time during the 3DO exploration, second time when I tried playing it for Sega CD, but considering the emulator I was using, was not able to do the Sega CD 32X version. Ran like crap and barely functioned. Also, for the record, this one actually not breaking the window. So with digital pictures and Corpse Killer, now that I can finally use a light gun with it, because unfortunately 4DO does not have light gun support, it just uses a normal controller, so that's why unfortunately 3DO will not be on this project. Maybe when the game runs and I have a light gun, it'll be amusing. Anyways, for the sake of... Oh, it won't even let me skip this. Okay, we just gotta watch this guy get stuck in a tree and then get bit by a zombie. Get bit by a person in questionable face makeup. As I get bit in the leg. Maybe slowly turning into a zombie, because that's how it works. But you could tell the Saturn wasn't really all that great about FMV here.
Winston gonna cut you down, man. But we gotta jump quick now. Zombie come.
So, you know. Alright. So, Corpse Killer Graveyard Edition. Apparently I can use the D-pad? Huh? Does this not actually support the light gun? Are you... What do you mean it's not supporting the light gun? Huh?
You dying, Lieutenant. Zombie bite got a poison in you. Winston Crown. Yeah, man. Hey, bro, I like your piece, man. Yeah. We gonna pop some
You are
now,
paused, brah.
I and I not so dumb, bro. Not too bad, man. I with that shooting iron, Me tell you what. You help me get treasure here. I be your taxi. Keep you living.
I'm so confused right now.
Hammer cheap like what Arnold got in Hollywood,
Huh? Wait, does it... I have questions that I might be able to answer. We're gonna see.
Zombie poopa. Welcome wagon. Light 'em up.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello. Alright, hold up. Hold up. If you are about to tell me that this game is dependent on what is in the port 2, I am gonna be mad just a little. Alright, let's configure it this way. If Corpse Killer remains cursed, I'll live with it. But if it's because the gun needs to be in port 2 for it to have light gun detection, like I said, I'm gonna scream. I also need to see something with the emulator itself. I don't think this can be skipped. Do I have... Oh, there is a cheat console. I'm curious if there's like cheats out there to like reduce flashing. Do search. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on here. Crap. Let's try that again, shall we? What is going on here? Let me fast forward. Because when I was initially doing that, port 1 is on the gun, so there shouldn't be like D-pad support or anything. But port 2 was a controller. No, this does not want to work with the light gun. What the fuck? Exported me? So what's disc 2? Did they just... Because, like, the original game did fit on one disc for the 3DO. How is Corpse Killer more inscrutable than Death Crimson? What happens if I put a disc 2? Is disc 2 the one that allows for light gun support? Is this how this works? Alright, I'm gonna hold on the fast forward button. No, it doesn't... What the fuck? How? How is... What is this fucking timeline where Death Crimson is so far the best fucking light gun game I have played on the Saturn? Excuse me. Pardon. What? Excuse? Let me look up something real quick. Let me go to Sega Retro. Sega Retro is pretty good about this. All right, yeah. Let's go to the Saturn version. Go to full minimum second 3 minimum matches. This is 5 gauge for the second plus 6 gauge second. Okay. No form of light gun is supported in the Saturn release. Oh my fucking god. Chat room, I'm fucking upset. There's my review. Jesus fucking Christ, at least the next 3 games are real ass fucking video games. I never extracted virtual cop, as you can see. Bop. So how we doing, chat? Because I'm clearly having a fucking time. Weird bird indeed. Rarely do I get mad, but like... Excuse me, what the fuck? Alright. So Virtual Cop's a known quantity. We're like, everyone else had their fun, like, we got the... Before House of the Dead, Virtual Cop was Sega's thing. So let's get at it. Friendly reminder, we're pretty ACAP here. We will be seeing Virtual Cop later. I'm probably not going to give the Saturn version super play. Like, I'll probably run, like, a few credits of it. Because there was Europe only, though. Europe only PlayStation 2 release of Virtual Cop 1 and 2 on PlayStation 2. I am so sorry about the flashing again. It's also listing a little bit. Let me make sure, because, like, I am... Yeah, there's a little bit of a list there, but I'll live with it. Whoopsies! Oh. Oh, let me... Okay, I actually wasn't calibrating. Make the... Good enough. Really, you know, it's weird that the filter isn't working, but... Let's see if it works. Let's go with arcade mode. It catches some of the flashing, at the very least. So that's good. Won't be as awful. Alright, so Virtual Cop. Virtual Cop's whole thing is like, the enemy shows up, and they have the little danger cursor around them. So, Death Crimson was not original with their, like, here's this enemy coming to shoot you. But if the flashing danger arrows get all the way meet, then they shoot and you take damage. They move at various speeds. It's not all universal speeds. It is better than Lethal Enforcers at the very... Yeah, like that. Unfortunately, I was not quick enough. Happens. There's a meter up there. The better you shoot, the meter fills and increases your multiplier. Because it's still an arcade game by the end of the day. So, you're score attacking. Better scores for where you shoot the guy. You know how it goes. It is a Sega Lightgun video game, and it's good. I have a rifle now. Also, like, unlike Lethal Enforcers, this game, like, kind of implies you're subduing the criminals. So it's decidedly less violent. Which I figured, this being a Japanese developed, because this was what, the AM2 studio? They would be a little bit more ornery about human-on-human violence. Gunblade NY is cool and will be shown during the Wii section, because the Wii did get that Gunblade NY collection going for it, because Sega really liked porting most of their... Well, they like porting 3 of their light gun games on there in collections. Gunblade NY with the other one that plays similarly. Ghost Squadron, which I played Ghost Squadron on the channel before, but it'll get even more play here. House of the Dead 2 and 3. I think that was it. I think there's like no other Sega light gun. LA Machine Gun, yeah. The sequel. I have an automatic pistol. You know, that's the thing about like having automatics in something like this. Where... Ow. Alright. Fair enough. God, I hope everyone's looking forward to Target Terror. Christ. Oh, hell yeah. I do that in MagFest with the Lightgun games that are on free play. If no one else is around, I'll just dual wield. It's shotgun. That's the other thing where it's like Area 51 gives you like a rapid fire thing, but the shotgun is just like far more useful, which we'll be seeing Area 51. I'll play the Saturn port. Because unfortunately the PlayStation 1 port was unplayable using the Sinden because there was no GunCon patch. Virtual Cop is also a game that really does test your reflexes. Because you need to fire fast. As you can see, they're coming at you. The spiritual sequel that will be seen next week, Confidential Mission, is a lot better about it. It's not nearly as mean. Also, I am on the opinion that Confidential Mission is the better of, you know, between Virtual Cop and it. Last Boss is inscrutable, but I think things will just generally run better when I'm on, like, Dreamcast and beyond. That's a good laugh. Man's name is Kong. Ow. Got him. Mostly. Think I'm gonna fall for that? Your life bar still has a sliver. Hell yeah. Time for stage 2. The underground weapon storage. I like to believe with Virtual Cop, someone at Sega AM2 was like, nah, we can make a better cop-based light gun game than Lethal Enforcers. Also, taking this OST. I never really got to play Virtual Cop in arcades. There wasn't really an arcade around me, and like, the rare times I went to an arcade, not with my dad, and I could play, like I said, wait, I'm like combining two things into one here, oopsie doopsie. The whole setup was like, yeah, my dad wouldn't let me play light gun games, so the rare times I went to an arcade with my mom, or someone else that would let me play light gun games, there was no Virtual Cop. There was Confidential Mission. I played Confidential Mission. I really like Confidential Mission. Yeah, depending on where you shoot them, you get points. Whoops. Now, I've been pretty good about, not shooting civilians this entire time, but there's that one, I suppose. Me not paying attention. Not jams, though. Real talk. Jams? Kinda hot. I also just really like Saturn era Sega 3D models. There's a certain, like, cool je ne sais quoi to it all. This was a good era of Sega. Yeah, I feel like the calibration's a little off. I think this will, like I said, this will generally get better once we move to the next emulator. Because getting Saturn working is just incredibly janky. I could have just, like, skipped Virtual Cop 1 and 2 because it's going to be on the PlayStation 2. But I can at least get the this emulator working. So I still wanted to play it in its original form, you know? Crap. But since we're going to see this game later, and, you know, because I spent an hour on Death Crimson, which was, like, an excellent hour, and gone through one bad game and a second non-functional game, even though it should have. I've been lied to by databases. For the sake of my arms, I don't like spending more than 4 hours on these streams. Oh, hello, grenade toss guy. You only have like a fraction of a second to shoot, and like one of the guys got in my way. It's a hard game. Like, this is hard. Yeah, like I had to like shoot the instant that guy shows up. Sega just really like their arcade hard games. I also have not gotten any special weapons. Well, chat room, I've been run over. Oh, yeah. See how quick you gotta be? I still like this game. Like, it's still fine. This is still very much gonna be, like, a situation of, once again, I find that, that other game that I was talking about there, confidential missions better, but I'm still giving it a good. I'm gonna do full playthrough on the PS2 version, most likely. I'll put a question mark. Classic Sega video gaming, also classic Sega hard arcade video game. Alright, time to go to Hokkaido, Android Hokkaido Last Judgment, in which I proceed to semi-info dump about, Mechanical Violator Hokkaido for a little bit. Let me go open the video game. I'll live in silence for a little bit. Mechanical Violator Hokkaido Last Judgment. I was testing this game out, and honestly, the opening fucking ripped. So, when I was talking about it earlier, I said this was like a dual multimedia production, where there was a movie and the video game. I forget when the video game takes place. Is before or after the movie. I'll let this opening run. Sorry I sound muffled. I have the mic set for light gunning. But Mechanical Violator Hokkaido was a 1995 tokusatsu film, which semi-based off the series Android Kikator, where in Kikator, Hokkaider is a villain, and Kikator is based off of Shotaro Ishimori's manga of the same name. So this is a series based off of, you know, the ultimate creator of tokusatsu, essentially. Super Sentai. I mean, yeah, just straight up tokusatsu. Dude did Kikator, which technically kind of kicked off the Metal Heroes side of things. And then, you know, Kamen Rider and Go Ranger, which gave us fucking, you know, Super Sentai as a whole. But yeah, the game came out a year afterwards, and is 10 years after the original film's events. If you like tokusatsu by any capacity, I do recommend recommend watching the Hokkaider movie. This game's a little loud. I'll live. And like the thing about Hokkaider is also I want to make sure there's only easy and hard. Let me mess around with I gotta turn down the volume on the emulator right now, because this is annihilating my ears right now. I'll turn up the gain a little bit so that y'all can hear it, but yeah. So, like I was saying, if you like tokusatsu in any way, shape, or form, I do recommend watching Hokkaider, because Hokkaider is like a tokusatsu film, but it's kind of told in a way that wow, talking is hard. Did you know this? Did you know this, chat room? Talking's hard. Hokkaider is like, what if we do a tokusatsu film, but instead of like the main character is like a completely heroic figure, like in pretty much every tokusatsu medium. The hero is just straight up a super anti-hero. So the story goes, it's 10 years after the film. Someone stole Hokkaider's right arm, and he straps on another right arm so he can go back and get his original right arm. But he's got to go back to the city from the movie to get it back, which is called Jesus City. There's some allegories in that movie. So, here's Hokkaider. Jesus City guards are shooting at you. But Hokkaider's shotgun has multiple modes. We have rapid, normal as you saw. We have rapid mode, which you can't fully spam because you have a meter there. You have Cobra, which is just a slow-moving, big, piercing bullet. And you have Bazooka mode, which is explosion. Now, despite being Sega published and Sega having a hand in this, and it's called hard mode. It's not nearly as awfully hard as, say, you know, Virtual Cop, as I was just playing. Enemies have to line up, and you have a pretty generous life bar. I assume the more I play this game, because I only tested out, like, this area to make sure everything was functional, on it and that I wasn't being lied about this being a light gun game. I'm assuming the farther I go, the harder it gets, you know? Oh, look at that. That dude.
よく来たな、破壊だ。おっと動くな。お前が取るべき道は2つ。今来た道を戻るか、あの世だ。鼻息の荒いやつは不愉快だ。上等じゃないか。この場で叩き潰してやろうか。
I'm just enjoying this 1996 Sega CGI, in all honesty. Probably screaming about how he wants his arm back, but I'm just gonna... Versus, yes. So, we've got a boss battle. Sorry about the flashing lights again. Gotta hit him enough that, I don't take damage from him. Now, as you can see, using this special mode for a prolonged point, even with reloading, is kind of, you know, draining the special bar there. This is a Sega-based, light gun game, so taking boss damage... Because bosses are kind of made to be very aggressive in Sega light gun games. Especially when you get to House of the Dead. Those bosses are very aggressive. Speaking of House of the Dead, I don't know if I'm going to try to get 4 working off of PS3. I don't get a full heal though, so you know. I don't know if this game runs off of credits or what have you, but anyways, we killed that guy. Love these graphics. This will probably get a full playthrough depending on how it goes. I'm assuming that I'm just picking my save slot there. At least the game saves, so... Oh, we got, like, dialogue, actually. I don't know if that's Hikaider talking to himself or not. There's an old guy there. There he goes? I don't know. Oh, I just straight up have an exploration mode. Alright, interesting. This is interesting. I feel like meandering around in this is gonna, like, take a little too long, so I'm gonna cut Hikaider a little short. Captions, that makes me sound very violent, like, what the fuck? This will definitely get full playthrough treatment, though. Just since this is a more like I'm looking at the giving trial runs to the video game kind of deal right now. So I'm gonna give this a good full playthrough. Yes. Damn, I love Fighter. Alright, Area 51. Let's play a credit of Area... Oh god. Keep forgetting. Let's play a credit of Area 51, shall we? I just want to see how the Saturn port looks, to be perfectly honest with you. So, I'll run Area 51 until I run out of credits in the next game. Because, I mean, Area 51 is a known quantity. I will want to do a full playthrough of it, but it'll probably be the arcade version off of MAME. But I also have to see, you know, if the whole thing will run off of MAME, because you know how MAME can be. Anyways, give me a moment, and we will bring up, good old Area 51. We already did Death Crimson, so then we got Maximum Force, you know, Port, Mighty Hits, which I suppose Saturn owners had to be thrown a bone since the PlayStation 1 was getting freaking all those point blanks. 3 of them even. And I guess Saturn needed a bone thrown in the form of a or on the shooting gallery like. So let's see how the Saturn handles FMV. Like, actually. What time is it even? Question of like, oh god, it's almost 4 o'clock. I ain't gonna bother with lunch. Well, it's not like this is a weird setup going with. I mean, I suppose. You know, shoutouts to light gun games during this era where you don't need to like navigate menus. It actually tracks to where the light gun is. Okay. Secret room's on going on. I don't think there's like any calibration going on here, which concerning. I can select my player. Oh, do I go and configure calibrate? Okay. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there you go. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Like, damn. This is actually a good port already. Like, with what they're doing. Alright. Real talk, this already looks better than the PlayStation version. Because I was like semi-testing out the PlayStation version. Just looking at it. Like, it's still very... We still got like a lot of compression going on with the video. But not nearly as bad... Oh, I didn't even notice that guy. I was too busy blowing up windows. Like, yeah, the compression is here, but it's not as bad as the compression on the PlayStation version. But I have to wonder, like, if this emulator is, like, running in a way that it assumes you have the RAM pack just there at the ready. That little glitch was probably emulator based, so you know. I think the compression was also part of like the PlayStation wanted the game to be full screen and not have this cropping going. So there had to be a little bit of a compromise there. Shoutouts to this game also having a blue flash, so your eyeballs don't break. Like, Williams/Midway with this port. I think it was Williams that published, but whoever dev'd this port, like, did an amazing job. The arcade version's still gonna get the full playthrough. Like, I'm pretty certain MAME can just do Area 51 as perfect as you could get it on MAME. Like, yeah, emulation's never gonna be perfect. Anyways, I have a rapid-fire shotgun, and that's incredibly funny. Twitch chat, are you really disconnecting? Twitch chat? Twitch, are you really disconnecting my chat? Kinda did. Data ends in Y. I don't know if that affected slime chat or not. Not at a liberty to check. Ow. I'm dumb. Also, Area 51 just really, like, hits hits that desire to just blow shit up. Because there's so much to, like, shoot and blow up in this video game. And you get points for it, too. Like, destruction is encouraged. But don't, like, focus so much on destruction that, you know, that happens. And, like, if you destroy enough things, certain amount of things, you get bonus modes. But, you know, as simple as this game is, where it's just like, alright, here's your enemy, shoot at your enemy. Like, there's a lot of fun to it. Area 51 is just pure fun. Maximum Force, kinda sorta, but I feel like going from, like, kind of silly, goofy-ish shooting zombie aliens. Oh, I didn't notice that person up there. Whoopsies. To, like, you're a special forces agent and you need to shoot terrorists. Like, I think some of the energy just kind of gets lost. Whoops. Now, I will say, even though it's like calibrated near perfectly, there is still some foibles going on here, so it's not perfect. I don't think that's an emulator fault or Sinden software fault. I think that's just how the game's programmed by the end of the day. Also, I just love the shotgun because it's like, you don't need to, like, super aim. Fire in the general direction of the enemy and they will die. Also, shoutouts to the fact that you're shooting alien zombies, and the group you're part of is called Star. I think it's more of a coincidence than, like, like, you know, Area 51's copying Resident Evil. Resident Evil's copying Area 51. Ow, yeah, that was hard to hit, unfortunately. I think even in the arcade version, those barrels are hard to hit, so... Oops. Oh, got the shotgun. Blow up the barrels now instead of later. Whoops. Really did not see that guy off in the corner. Alright, we're leaving. Bye. I'm sorry for that explosion overlapping on you, dude. It was on a higher layer than you were. Missed that. Unfortunate. I shot a missile! And if there is a zombie by an explosive barrel and you shoot the explosive barrel, it will kill them, which is nice. But I'm just like, but I like explosions now. Explosions are funny. I didn't even hit the barrel there. Technically explosive box. Why do they keep all these explosive boxes out here? I have to wonder. I think I'm thinking too hard. Also, yeah, grenades are smart bombs that if you shoot the grenade, it clears the screen. I never really use them because it's kind of awkward to, you know, aim your gun at a specific point. Me demonstrating and not paying attention to the enemies in front of me. That stop sign can't stop me because we can't read. Bye, buddy. We're going on to the next stage. Bye, I love you. Oh, you're dead. You blew up. Now the actual aliens of Area 51 show up. But they're like, I think they are actual 3D models versus like digitized actors, like the zombies are. But I think they're like digitized 3D models, kind of like what they did with Primal Rage. Hey, Hexagon Witch, how's it going? Yeah, I think my slime chat's a little broken. I'll have to refresh the cache on it once I'm done here. Alright, which is now, actually. Like I said, I'm not doing too much with Area 51 because, you know, Area 51's a known quantity. Full playthrough will come through during the arcade portion of this. It's going pretty good. Like, as people will find out in the VOD, I've been slowly... I've been slowly working on one VOD. Good arcade version. Yeah, I still like it. And like Area 51 right now is just like a comparison. So we're going to the spiritual sequel now, Maximum Force. Bear with me as I get Maximum Force set up. Did I ever... Uh-oh. Never actually... I think I downloaded it, but, Alright, break time's over. Hey, fun fact, did you know, kind of like holding a light gun actually turbo kind of abs? I can't brain. I'm sorry. Like, trying to stream and talk and play video, talk and play video games at the same time, very hard. Let me tell you. Let me make sure of something. I could have sworn I... Did I not? Did I not? I did something else. Tee. I'm very prepared. Oh, God, big stretching. Let's go. Fuck. Alright, did big stretching. Now I'm doing even more big stretching. How about that? Na, 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 na. Na, na, I love Master Boot Record. Maximum Force will eventually be extracted. Alright. Run default credit through Maximum Force. It is a port. I want to see if this is any worse or better than the PlayStation port. Like, Area 51 was proven to be the better port between the PlayStation and the Saturn, so Area 51 Saturn port better than, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say here. I'm clicking a lot. Alright. It's doing kind of like the same cropping thing. I'm just gonna go right into it. As I said on the PlayStation 1, side of things, I am not the biggest Maximum Force fan. I am an Area 51. That's my preference. Frankly, it's still kind of just as ugly. Maybe it looks a little bit better because like the Saturn's using the cropping. Oh, the calibration is like way off. I gotta fix it. Also, no blue flashing. That's a little upsetting. Cower. What are those difficulties? This option menu is like not even like great. Frankly. A little bit of listing, but it's better. Are you telling me that... Alright. Second player controller had to do the thing. Alright. Whoops. Oh god, that was awful. Gonna say maybe the Maximum Force port does not nearly have the same love as the Area 51 home port did here. Which, I suppose makes sense, because I think in the grand scheme of things, Area 51 was, like, the more popular video game. Like, it got a pseudo-sequel in the form of, what is it called? Area 51 Site 4. Which, by the end of the day, was kind of like, you had a more slow-paced, traditional, not like story mode, but like, you know, your traditional way of things. Yeah, this calibration's way off. Like, hot damn. This ain't good. I got a better time. I don't even know if I had a better time with the PS1 version. I think this is just generally a bad port in general of the arcade game. I have default 6 credits. I don't think I'm going to run 6 credits. Just because this is not a good port. Like, I can feel it not be a good port. Frankly. Like, y'all saw me calibrate, and the bullets are still kind of listing. Yeah, that one, the other Area 51 game that I'm talking about never got a home port. A shame, really, because it was a lot of fun. But it was... I think it was, like, more so... I gotta double check which came first. Like, Police Academy, whatever the hell that game is. The sauceless point blank, essentially. Or Area 51 Site 4. At least Site 4, like, is funny with its mini-games. so it has a little bit of sauce. Unlike, you know... Also, this game does not let you have shotgun and machine gun at the same time, so it is simply an inferior video game. I don't make the rules here. Actually, I do. It's my stream. Again, that's not a rule, it's just an opinion. A game opinion. So let's just blow up a bunch of mines and do that weird torpedoes coming from nowhere. Oh, they got me. Yeah, I don't want to continue this. Like, I'm not a fan of this game. Not on a timetable, quote unquote, but muscles do hurt. Muscles get hurty. Ooh. Fourth. So let me pull up the spreadsheet. Go there. Turn on the play capture. Sorry, it's quiet. Maximum force. I'm just gonna give this one a bad. This port feels the same and also worse than the PS1 port. Area 41. Area 51 superior. Alright, it's time for Mighty Hits. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one because it's fucking Mighty Hits. You want to know my opinion about Mighty Hits? Here you go. Bootleg point blank. Go play point blank. Let's see how the Saturn port wants to run, you know? Yeah, Area 41's not as cool. It's like 10 less cool. You know? No one likes it when stuff is 10 less cool. Oh god. Wow. Looking at something. Let me go to Metanav. Open Metanav. Go. I thought I had Mighty. You know what? You know what? Mighty Hits is not on here. I'm just gonna put out a skip. Yeah. Alright, let's play Virtual Cop 2. I'm going to use my woeful unpreparedness because it's been a fucking week to move on to a better video game. That's how I'm playing it. Which is Virtual Cop 2. That is next in the list. I've never actually played Virtual Cop 2, but I'm assuming it's Sega being Sega, taking one of their like very cool video games and just refining it even harder. Look at these 3D peeps. Look at AM2 doing AM2 things. Alright, let's go to option, because it's always got to calibrate your gun. Alright, should be good. Whoops, press start again. You gotta shoot off screen to leave. No, that's a little off. Okay. Yeah, let's exit. Exit. Whoops. Sorry about the flashing. Go to arcade. Start at beginner, and we'll run until I run out of credits. Big chase. Load times.
Let's go.
They got a lot of more production value going on here at the very least. So, okay. This one introduces the Justice Shot, where the Justice Shot is a special shot where, and this is in, whoops. This is also in Confidential Mission, where if you shoot their gun arm, you get the Justice Shot bonus. And it's worth a bunch of points, like, compared to, like, say, trying to get headshots. More so, you're shooting the criminals to disable and not to kill. I'm not doing too good at this, aren't I? Teehee. Turns out when you're working out your muscles and you need to be using those muscles for something, that was more my fault. I think a lot of just missed shots and everything is just the jankiness of the emulator. That one's on me. I also think the PlayStation Virtual Cop is like more straight arcade ports. It's been a while since I played it. Shame it was Europe only. Give me a moment. I just remembered I turned on the emulator because Hokkaido was fucking loud. Let me crank this back up to, like, more hearable levels. Shall I? Around there, around there. Around there sounds pretty good. Oh my god, too many fucking windows open. Turn on the border. There we go. Hooray! I don't even have a name, I'm just known as Officer 1. What was the name of that truck? Shoutouts to the two people just casually walking as there's a chase and shootout going on here. Virtual coffee. Good. Oh, that guy was quick. Uh-oh. Oh, damn it. Uh-oh. None of those guys are going to be in Rush Hour 3. That's like, that's like the only funny thing to come out of Rush Hour 2. And that blooper. Action speed, kind of abysmal. Alright, that one was on me. I overcorrected. Hello, grenade. Note to self, don't exercise the muscles a day before shoot a Lightgun stream. Yeah, this game's a little tough because it's like, because of the scrolling, you have to preemptively aim. Got him. Got him. Got him. Ah, dang it. Quicker than me. At least it makes, doing this makes my muscles a little stronger and more used to it, so, you know. Shoot the signboard and choose your way. Hey, we got branching paths. It's the outrun of Lightgun games. that anything? That's not anything. I'm sorry. I think this game is, like, a lot more generous, though, about, like, shooting hitbox, except for that time. Apparently it just did not want to hit. Can't shoot out the truck tires. What are you doing? Excuse me? You jackass. And you don't have a whole hell of a lot of time to react. Like I said, confidence of the mission is a lot better about this. This is very much a game that, like, if you learn via some memorization and practice, you can definitely do very good at it, but... Hey, dropped an automatic pistol. I instantly lost it. Soundtrack's still good. Ah, damn it, I was off. Woo. Yeah, this is very much a game, like, having never played this before. Yep. We'll keep that one short and simple, shall we? It's good. I like it.
Average cop.
Alright. Go with that. Alright, cool. Let's swing over to the spreadsheet, wherever it is in the myriad of fucking windows I have open. That. Let's hit review. Good. I'll put down the PS2 version as a question mark, because I still gotta, like, remember the PlayStation 2 version. It's a refund Sega sequel. Yippee. Alright, Crypt Killer, it's a port. It's a port, it's not gonna be nearly as interesting. I'll run a full, see what the default credits are on it, and we'll go from there. Done, and then let's go find Crypt Killer. For those who missed it, I really like Crypt Killer. I think it's a fun video game, and it's definitely getting a full playthrough, but it might be the arcade version if it works on MAME. We'll see how the port is. Look at that logo. That's a fucking good logo. Look at the Konami logo. Was just kind of like scooting along. There's this little dude going scoot scoot. Love it. Love to see it. Little scoot gal. Yeah, we've seen this. So, grip. Calibrate our gun. Make sure it, once the... Alright, yeah. That's pretty well calibrated. Now, when I say, like, port comparison, it's known that, like... Oh my god, this game's fucking loud. It is kind of a known quantity that, like, the PS1 could do... This is loading faster than the PlayStation 1 version.
the spirit of travel, I will join you on this adventure for a while.
Known that, like, the PlayStation 1 had the better polygonal graphics, whereas, like, the Saturn had the better 2D graphics. I'm vaguely winning. There's Skelebones on screen.
Be careful.
It just might be. I like how you get a shotgun power-up when, like, you're using a shotgun. I think the sprites have a little bit more going for them in this version. I will admit, though, like, if I end up in a situation for, like, the finale of the project, I have to, the arcade the arcade version ends up not working 100%, and I gotta use a home version for the full playthrough. I'll probably do it on the PlayStation.
Haha, it looks like you have some confidence. Now you can remove the chain and open the door. Choose either the right path or the left path.
Let's go.
This game still rips though. Like, when it comes down to, like, oh, I'm gonna have to play the console version, versus the arcade version, 100% Time Crisis. As far as I know, Time Crisis still works pretty poorly on MAME, if at all. Ow. House of the Dead is another one where, like, the full playthrough is going to happen on console, because House of the Dead still, like, does not work on MAME, last I knew. And I know, like, it's like Sega and Namco games are, like, very much culprits of not working great on, MAME.
It's dangerous.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh god, mummies! Mummies alive! Not the good kind of mummies alive. I also forgot this game's hard. Even on normal. God, I'm so sorry about the flashing. Maybe one other.
The sealed door of destiny is opened by two eyes of guidance, and the treasures will be decided by the route you choose. So choose your path carefully.
Give me one moment. I think it's like, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go there. I think it's probably the flashing filter isn't, like, fully working because it's not, like, set the 4x3 by default, the way I've got it all stretchy. As it be. I think, like, yeah, outside of, like, House of the Dead 1, and I might skip House of the Dead 1 for a full playthrough. Just on the sole fact that there's going to be, like, aggressive flashing. They got a lot better about flashing when come the PlayStation 2 era. Like there's a lot of flash filters just in general. I probably should be using my smart bombs more, shouldn't I?
Be careful.
We have incredible lung capacity. I think this is... Oh, I need to blow up the watermill. Okay. Teehee. I got a Konami! He gave me an automatic.
Oh no!
Oh god. Speaking of loud. That's so much louder in my ears than all y'all ears. Ow. Those are hard to hit. You're helping. Oh man, that slowdown though. I have 9 bombs and I don't know why I'm not using them all. Oh, I got so much because I shot the Konami, and the Konami gave me, like, the best power-up, filled my hearts, filled my bombs.
You can obtain the first eye of guidance. Surely you're not thinking of turning back now.
This game's so good. It's hard, but it's still good. So, you know.
Look ahead. Be careful.
Are we fighting a Medusa? We're fighting a Medusa. This seems bad. Ow, I bombed too early. But I got Medusa. God, let me drink. Hooray, I got the first gem. Hooray! This game's still excellent. Oh, my hands are starting to cramp too, dude. Phew! How's everyone doing? Are we having a good time? I hope everyone's having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm doing a lot better since this week started, let me tell you.
You are most brave. If you can survive this adventure safely, the sealed door of destiny will be opened.
Brain has been quiet. Exercising has been help. Talking to friends has been helping. And there you have it. That's the amount of real life Adam you're getting for right now. Many apologies. I'm not like a big talk about myself person, to be perfectly honest with you. Never one to talk about myself, you know?
Be careful.
I gotta be careful. The game told me to be careful, so I gotta be careful. Unknown things are shooting arrows at me. Ah,
Whoa!
whoa! Oh no! Stone columns! My one true enemy!
Let's go.
I think, like, the automatic is just the generally better weapon, like, the best weapon, because it's like you have a high clip, and it sticks with you.
These are the wandering spirits of adventurers who died with regrets. Be careful that after you die, you do not join them.
Thank you for the vote of confidence. I have to use my... I had to use up the rest of my grenades, though, to move on. Like, game. Rude. I wanted those grenades. Wow, truck outside.
Be careful.
Alright. Fighting mud zombies? Is this what's going on here? I didn't even see that projectile coming at me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they're just zombies, to be fair. I like how I shoot them and they just kind of like stretch and explode. Like the zombies need a moment to register I've killed them.
Let's go. Shotgun. No.
That's a lot of bones. Ah! Whoa, indeed. Oh, well, you got me there. Oh, come on.
Look right.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, Joker's trick. You know they're adding Joker to multiverse of... I kind of feel bad that game is just coming back out and it's going to be turbo cooked on arrival. Like, I played it when it was initially out and it was fine. No, with known cartoon character, LeBron James. Not even voiced by LeBron James. I may give it a try again when it's, like, out, but I don't think I'm gonna, like, stick with it. It's a neat concept, but, you know, WB kind of sucks, and they'll probably just put that game in the dirt once it doesn't make a quadzillion dollars. An unfortunate statement to say.
Oh no. Whoa.
Oh, game over. You know, I did pretty well on the default credits, I will say. This game still rips. I don't think there's any real substantial difference between the Saturn and... We're gonna just chill with the Input Your Name song as I do the review. Good. Yes. Not this version. Hey, it's a port. Hold up. It's a multi-platform port. It's still good. Alright. So now we have Scud, the Disposable Assassin. I don't know if anyone watching, past, present, or future, even knows what the fuck Scud is. What Scud is a... From what I remember, from Dino played a little bit of the game way back when. Why is my display capture still on? Is a comic book property about a robot named Scud, and the whole a disposable assassin, if you will, because it is a future where people can just like go to like a vending machine and buy a disposable assassin to go kill someone, and then once they manage to once the disposable assassin assassinates their target, it's supposed to like shut down or something. But Scud somehow manages not to shut down / doesn't actually fulfill their criteria, so they just get to keep on going. Yeah, Fireman Press is the publisher of the comic. I tested this game. It's frankly ugly, even by Sega Saturn standards. Wait, but yeah, like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I thought the light gun sections are just kind of like a fully optional. If you have a light gun, you can plug it in for this part, kind of like, you know, Earthworm Jim. Jesus Christ, me. Kind of like Police Knots and Snatcher does. No, like I was saying, if you have a plugged-in light gun, I also like there's a lot of dithering on my crosshair right now. If you have a plugged-in light gun, there's a light gun mode.
There's no hiding. This boy will track you down.
Calibrate the gun.
Take the hot.
My feet crack the cement when I run. My guns never run out of breath. I'm bright as the sun, but I'm the color of
Is this gonna clap the VOD?
I'm a trademark marksman, brand name Scud. Yellow and red. Hello, see me, you're dead. I pull the trigger for you. You make a sandwich, you go to bed.
Well, this game has an issue in that it's shooting above my crosshair, even on calibration. So, uh-oh. What is this music? Let's play. Let's play some Scud. Let's play this weird-ass video game, shall we? I like weird. Don't get me wrong. I think I said Earthworm Jim because, like, this does have, like, strong Earthworm Jim energy. Unknown if creator of Scud is a super piece of shit.
Space Station Asgard. My job is to destroy a Scud. I've never had to kill a robot, and I don't know what Asgard is up to, but you can't beat the pay. My case is Scud Heartbreaker Model 1373. Scuds are disposable robot assassins. They're supposed to self-destruct when they kill their first target. This one didn't. 5 people before me were hired to kill Scud. Dick Smothers' neck was broken. His brother Tom was decapitated. I guess death is hereditary. The other 3 didn't fare much better. They all found Scud, and they all got killed. Pavlov, Nathan Twist,
That's a giraffe.
even the head of Jane Mansfield. I'm combining the information they gained and loading it into my ultimate weapon. AM-2. I can send him after Scud from right here, and he's better suited for the job than a human. I'd rather not get my hands dirty with this one. Scud was designed to self-destruct, not to be killed. He's got polysteroid armor, unlimited power supply, and the latest in neural net targeting software. He's also got a will to live, and apparently overrode his own programming. I figure he could have used this beauty to wound his first target so he could stay alive. AM-2, tell me about Scud's first target.
Nobody knows where she came from. She just popped up in the basement of a mannequin factory. She kills everything that moves.
Well now.
The factory closed down. They held a little guy named Herschel responsible for getting rid of the monster. When you want something dead, a gun is as close as the nearest vending machine. But when you want something dead, you're not up to the job. You want more than guns. You want a scud to hold them for you.
This cutscene's running at frames. My Sindon fell asleep, and I don't want to hit anything to skip this cutscene. We're all gonna learn about Scud today, chat room. This is so loud, dude.
So, who's the job?
Herschel gave Scud a disc with everything he needed to know. His assignment, get into the factory, pass the security, and take out his target. The disc also set his contempt level at 10 and gave him a visual of the monster. Scud would come to name her Jeff. That night, Scud went into the factory, armed to the teeth and programmed for damage.
Yippee! I don't complain about graphics or anything like that, but it's like, this does feel budget. I don't know if I'm going to play more than the first level because of the bullets listing upwards. That seems to be... It's funny that this happened... Oh, it's fine here. No flashing. Give it that much. I don't remember if this game plays any differently if you, have a controller. Granted, though, yeah, it's a beat. Oh, game really did do the, unavoidable damage there, didn't it? Oh no. Oh no, we've got arcade unavoidable damage. No. No. Not like this. Aw, not like this. I was kind of enjoying myself. He had to go and ruin it. I killed a human. Sorry. Oh my god. These are the same devs who made fucking Judge Dredd. I know it's not, but like... God damn. This just ruins video... This ruins light gun games. Real talk. The game itself, like, outside of the cutscenes, kind of runs fine. People really need to stop... People needed to stop taking the design philosophies of fucking Terminator and... What was even shooting me? Oh, there's more in there! Oh, fuck this game! There was so much promise! Yeah. I clicked off. There was so much promise here. And then this game really just said, go fuck yourself. I don't think there's anything in the PS2 era that has, like, this egregious, horrible, unavoidable damage shit going on. I think everyone learned by then, but... Cool, game over. I'll run the credit. I like how it flashes when, I reload. It doesn't flash when I shoot. Credit for that, at the very least. Oh my god. The fact that you got the people moving. There's also the guy earlier that you had to, like, shoot around him. I suppose they're generous with the health pickups, but you're moving and you still need to shoot the health pickup. Like, what the fuck? You were holding a hostage and I shot, and he's dead. Like, yeah, cool. Probably shooting too many times. And, like, they just spawn on top of one another. Oh my god. How am I, like, without all the power-ups, how the hell am I supposed to take all that out without, like, taking gobs of damage? This isn't a shoot-'em-up where you're balanced around power-ups. And some of these require multiple hit. Oh man. There was promise, but I'm not running the last credit. This is bad light gun game philosophy. Not I think I like the concept of Scud. Maybe I'll go hunt down the comic one day, but, bad. Stop doing... Let me... Unavoidable damage in a light gun game. Sucks. Why did they do it here? Alright, last game for the day. It's House of the Dead. I don't think I need to tell you that House of the Dead is a good-ass video game. I think it gets better with, you know, the second game. But House of the Dead is a good-ass video game. So, you know. At least we're ending on a high note. You know? I still gotta, like, talk about just the general fare of the console as well, because this is, like, the last part of the Saturn stuff, and I like talking about my thoughts on the Saturn, on the console side of things. The flashing's pretty awful in this one. I'm sorry. I know the home port of House of the Dead had like a whole bunch of like enhancements, like there's the arcade mode and then Saturn mode. Like you unlock credits and power-ups and everything like that. They would do a similar thing in House of the Dead 2 on the Wii. You'll be seeing that on the Wii, which is going to be a few weeks from now. Probably July. Really depends. Anyways, the House of the Dead. Like, you got arcade mode. I'll do an arcade run through. I hope the gun's calibrated. First chapter, tragedy. Let's go to the Korean mansion. Also, I like considering the power behind the arcade. And it's probably emulation as well. This game kind of like runs marginally booty. Oh, this calibration is broken. We need to fix this. Alright. There's also a boss mode here. There's a lot going on here. We got 5 continues. Let's calibrate this gun, because oh my god. Perfect. Alright, let's do arcade. I'll do a run-through for arcade, and then once I run out of credits there, I'll call it a day. Because, yeah, everything's starting to hurt, fortunately. Tee. Also, this game just has load times. I like how it says press start button. There we go.
Others are still inside. Save them. Help!
I hope you like... Sorry I couldn't save your friend. I think the arcade version ran at like close to 60 frames, I want to say, and the home version kind of not.
Sophie?
Ow. Evil gargoyle dogs. That are very painful, actually.
Logan, it's you!
Oopsies. Bye. See you later. Maybe. Hopefully. Ow. I need to find that reload sound effect.
No!
And add it as a redeem.
This is terrible.
No, Doggo. Doggo that screams like a panther when it dies. Oh no! Evil, not frog friends are evil! Not evil froggies. I don't like evil froggies. Low times. Yippee. Evil bats! I got a coin. Ow. I swear, between this, and the 2 virtual cops, Sega were sadists. Sega really wanted you to suffer.
Behind you! Quick, open the lock! Help! Thank you!
Alright, I got a life up. Guess I needed it for surprise zombie ambush there. Everyone likes load times and they're, like, oh, fuck you! Evil monkey, swamp monkey thing. I think people are really excited for this home port, but I think it's like the Saturn was just a little too dated for what they were doing when this was in the arcade. And like by the time House of the Dead 2 came out, the Dreamcast was out. Through the window we go. I got a golden froge! Frogie! But yeah,
Thank you.
headshotting zombies and everything does matter in this game. Oh, no more of the monkey. Ow. It's not dead? I didn't even shoot the coin.
That voice. Sophie, are you okay?
I was so scared.
Oh, it's first boss time, though. Time for Chariot. All the bosses named after, tarot cards. Yeah, like I said, Sega was really about that unavoidable boss damage. Like, damn, I'm trying to hit the weak point, and it just ain't. This is a hard-ass game. Oh, now he's an evil maggot zombie. Gotta shoot off all of its flesh.
Sophie!
Dude, I think every bone in her body's broken.
Must stop curing.
I'm gonna be real with you, dude.
Something
She got
terrible
yeeted all the way into that wall.
Sophie!
I rescued 5 scientists. Yippee. I got an additional life for it. No, this is better than I usually do at House of the Dead 1. I tend to, not. Revenge. Ow. Frankly put, I don't know the sauce of this video game. Bats coming from the portraits. Oh, I'm dead. RIP GG. This game's good. It's hard, but it's good. House of the Dead 2 is better about it. Let's see what route I took before I close off this and when I talk about video games. Blech. He's dead. I think this game's only like 3 or 4 stages long anyways, so. Anyways, let's close that. I'll turn on some music. I gotta close some things down first and foremost. Let's see. Close that. Go here. Let's turn on a 15-minute long song, because it might take me 15 minutes to speak. I don't fucking know. Unplug that. Here's some Windows noises. Alright, so let's go to the spreadsheet. Let's turn on the display capture. Good. Yeah, yes. It's House of the Dead. This became a franchise. Of course, it's good. Alright. So, the Saturn section is done. Let's go over the pinball parlor for Saturn. Now, Saturn compared to PS1, I brought it up a few weeks ago because it's like, even in niche genres such as pinball and light gun rail shooters, you can see how the staying power of the PlayStation 1 versus the staying power of the Saturn. And that being said, like, it's hard to, like, do, like, a comparison, like, what had better when, you know, here's a whole ass list of pinball games that came out after the Saturn just kind of crashed and burned. Granted, the only good ones during this era was Paranoia Escape. And Paranoia Escape is good in, like, the Kusoge kind of way. But I've talked about that. At least here is, like... These are ports. There's no real differences. But you got original Kaze goodness here. And Pinball Graffiti. And, like, the Saturn version physics on True Pinball sucked. Frankly. Maybe the PlayStation 1 version sucks as well, and I wasn't really thinking. But the Saturn strength on the pinball was like, this gem here, Pinball Graffiti with Pinball Life Simulation RPG mode, and then 2 Kaze games. That were fucking amazing. So there's no, like, yeah, in terms of just, like, staying power, and people just, I don't think this is actually good. I think maybe the PlayStation version was programmed better. I don't fucking know. But, like, for uniquely on PlayStation Pinball, and I'm going to talk about Pinball here, because there's no pinball games on the Dreamcast. So, for, like, uniquely on each console, like, more Pro Pinball on PlayStation because it lasted longer than the Saturn. Other than that, like, the only thing exclusive to the PlayStation in terms of pinball was that's good was Power Rangers Full Tilt Battle Pinball. It was Kaze. Like, if you were a Kaze fan in America and you had both of these consoles, you won. The only other thing was, like, Pro Pinball. That's all you had. So I would argue the Saturn won out because the Saturn got this unique thing going on here and 2 amazing Kaze pinball games. So, yeah, rip in peace Saturn for crashing and burning around 97, 98. Maybe if it stuck around we get more, but eh. In terms of Lightgun for Saturn, though, I'm just leaving this here for prosperity's sake, because, like, what the fuck? But it's all, like, it's all fine. Like, I fucking enjoy Death Crimson. Like, I joke about how, like, this is a fucking awful game. Come fucking watch me play it on an actual Lightgun. But it's like, it's still fun. Like, it's still good. It's better than fucking Chaos Control. It's better than Maximum Force. Like, damn. And, you know, like, the ports were fine. I skipped Mighty Hits, because what the fuck ever. It's Mighty Hits. Like, no, I think the Area 51 port, Saturn version looked better than the PlayStation 1 version, in my opinion. This game's fun. It'll probably be inscrutable to the full playthrough. Virtual Cop's fine but hard. House of the Dead is fine but hard. I kind of like the absurdity of Scud, but yeah. So the exclusives were good, like, except for Scud. House of the Dead, good. Virtual Cop, House of the Dead, good but hard. Virtual Cop 2, good but hard. Area 51, good but hard. Death Crimson, Death Crimson. Chaos Control was also on PlayStation 1, but the PlayStation 1 version, A, didn't get light gun support, if it even came out in US territories, and B, it's fucking bad FMV. So, that's my feeling on the Saturn. Like, the fare was good. What was good, and what was bad, was bad. I know that's, like, really generic and, like, well, fucking duh, Adam. But, you know, that's how I feel. Like, it's noticeably good and noticeably bad, and there's stuff on there worth playing. Next week is Dreamcast, but it's going to be solely Dreamcast Lightgun, because, like I said, there is no pinball in Dreamcast. Because once 1999, like, once the 2000s rolled around, pinball was fucking dead. I know I highlighted on Lightgun, but pinball was dead, and honestly, after Saturn, you're not seeing a lot more pinball as part of this project for a long while. For good or for ill, I couldn't tell you, but we get more Kaze goodness. One last game in the form of Akira Psycho Ball when I return to pinball in 2 weeks, and a little bit of Flipnik.